The film begins with a student named Yuzu. Yuzu was the typical class nerd whom everyone knew never missed a single class. If he was ever absent, it was only because he was away on an expedition or at one of those exclusive, advanced laboratories reserved only for the most dedicated students, the kind of places the rest of us only ever heard about. One day, a new student named Chan arrived. The teacher introduced Chan, revealing that he was a regional champion in boxing. All the students applauded him, except for Yuzu, the quiet student who felt uneasy about him. After the teacher left, Chan immediately targeted the biggest troublemaker in the class and severely beat him up. He then approached Yuzu and started provoking him, eventually putting Yuzu in a chokehold. A girl tried to intervene to stop him, but Chan simply bullied her too. Yuzu grabbed Chan's arm and asked him to stop. Chan responded by punching Yuzu in the stomach, knocking him down. He continued to hit Yuzu with a book, saying, "Looks like you forgot what I did to you years ago." It turned out Chan had relentlessly bullied Yuzu throughout middle school. Yuzu was on the floor, in pain, and decided to grab a pen. He stood up, trembling. Chan mocked him. "Oh, look at the loser. What are you going to do?" He took Yuzu's hand, placed the pen against his own eye, and challenged him. "If you dare, do it." Yuzu, determined to finally let out the fear and anger bottled up inside him for years, stabbed Chan directly in the eye, permanently blinding him. Everyone in the classroom was shocked by what Yuzu had done. Chan fell to the floor, screaming in agony. Due to this incident, Yuzu was taken to court. The prosecution stated that Yuzu used a weapon and blinded Chan's eye, and this was not an act of self-defense, but a violent, potentially deadly assault. Attempted murder. This meant Yuzu was heading to prison. Yuzu's mother cried for her son. Yuzu, who had always kept to himself, going only from home to school and back, never imagined this would happen, and his future was now destroyed. He boarded the prisoner transfer bus heading to jail. Just as Yuzu was about to take a seat, another, more intimidating inmate, a blonde guy, quickly sat in his place. Yuzu was forced to sit at the back of the bus. Upon arriving at the prison, the guards collected all their personal belongings. The blonde inmate, whose name was Hyun, saw Yuzu and asked, "What put you in prison?" Yuzu replied, "Attempted murder." Hyun heard this, got scared, and immediately apologized for taking his seat earlier. On the bus, Yuzu decided to make friends and lied that he too was imprisoned for attempted murder. Upon entering, they met other inmates, and Hyun admitted that he was only in for theft. The oldest inmate there started explaining the prison rules, telling them, "We are here based on ranks, and your strength is what determines your position. If you can't fight, stay away and don't get into any trouble." He explained that the prison is dominated by three main gangs. The first gang is led by a man named Hugh, a former international judo champion. The second gang leader is Joan, who is a brute and goes crazy when provoked. The third leader is Seong. He looks easy to underestimate due to his short stature, but if you fight him, he's incredibly fast. The inmate then revealed that Joan and Seong had allied some time ago to eliminate Hugh. Joan hit Seong, and when the police arrived, they lied saying Hugh hit them. The police believed them and took Hugh to solitary confinement. Now only two gangs rule the prison. However, there is one inmate who is unstoppable, even if all three leaders gang up on him. Donnie, the one who sat next to Joan on the bus. Donnie is the youngest international champion in martial arts. 2 years ago, Donnie was returning home with flowers for his sister's birthday. When he opened the fridge, he found blood on his hand. He rushed inside and found his sister dead, drowned in her own blood. The perpetrator, a thief, choked Donnie, not knowing who he was dealing with. Donnie picked him up, smashed him against the table, and shattered his leg. After seeing his uncle's dead body too, Donnie became even angrier at the second thief. He beat him severely, smashing his head against an iron bar until he finished him off. A third thief appeared and tried to kill Donnie, but Donnie swiftly put him down with one blow, eliminating all three thieves who killed his family. Donnie was imprisoned due to excessive self-defense. Yuzu was shocked by everything he heard and wondered how he would survive among these people. A little later, the inmates were playing soccer when one of them was injured and had to leave. They asked Yuzu to replace him, but Yuzu didn't know how to play. By accident, instead of kicking the ball, he kicked Joan's weak spot, a low blow. Seong left and told Joan, "Well, that's what you get, you scoundrel." Joan's men grabbed Yuzu to take revenge on him. Joan started remembering what Chan used to do to him in the past. He saw Donnie walking by, and seizing the opportunity, he broke free and ran towards Donnie, asking him for protection. Joan, the gang leader, came up to Donnie and told him, "It's better if you don't interfere." Donnie hesitated for a moment, but finally decided to help Yuzu. He told Joan, "Leave the kid alone," and told Yuzu, "Come on, let's go." John was furious with how Donnie treated him and attempted to strike him, but Donnie dodged all his blows and took him down with a single punch, knocking him out cold. Yuzu was left speechless by the display of skill. From that day on, John was focused on how to make Yuzu suffer. Later, John came to visit Yuzu and told him, "My boxing career is over because of you, and I had to drop out of school." Yuzu sincerely apologized. John, however, showed his bandaged eye and refused his apology, vowing to take the ultimate revenge once Yuzu was released from prison. Yuzu begged him not to hurt him, but John showed no mercy. Yuzu began living in constant terror. John would threaten him during the day, and at night, he would be haunted by John's threats. One day, Yuzu saw Donnie training and approached him. He thanked him profusely for saving him from John. His real purpose, however, was to ask Donnie to teach him how to fight, but he couldn't find the courage to ask. Every day, he tried to bring up the subject, but fear held him back. One day, Donnie stopped him and asked, "What do you want?" Yuzu plucked up his courage and said, "I want you to teach me how to fight, so I can be strong like you." Donnie refused, stating he didn't want his fighting techniques to be used against people, and walked away. Yuzu followed him, pleading, "I used to live a normal life and always tried to run away from trouble. All of this is because I don't want to get beaten anymore. I'm sick of people walking all over me. I don't want to run away again. I want to face anyone who tries to provoke me." Donnie liked what Yuzu said and agreed to train him, but with a condition. Yuzu had to run 100 laps on the track in 100 minutes. Yuzu agreed and started running. Soon, his legs started hurting, but he kept going. He recalled all his bad memories, thinking to himself, "This is the last chance I have to change myself." By the 71st lap, Yuzu was completely exhausted and fell. Donnie came to him and said, "You're tired. Giving up is not a shame." But Yuzu was determined to finish and continued running until he collapsed from exhaustion. Donnie rushed to help him. Although Yuzu failed the test, Donnie agreed to train him. Donnie then went to speak with the prison warden. It was revealed they had a good relationship. Donnie requested that Yuzu be transferred to his cell, and the warden instantly agreed. Yuzu was moved to Donnie's cell.
Over time, Yuzu became capable of lifting heavy weights and mastered the pull-up bar. Additionally, Donnie gave him plenty of food to increase his power, telling him that nutrition is as crucial as exercise. Day after day, his level improved significantly, and his muscles became visible. Donnie began hitting his muscles to put them under pressure and make them harder, pushing him to lift heavier weights than before. After completing the muscle-building phase, they moved to martial arts skills and developed his resilience to taking hits. Over time, the weak Yuzu transformed into a powerful fighter, astonishing the inmates with his change. Meanwhile, Chan was walking through a construction site when a car honked at him to move. The driver got out and yelled at him, "Move, you blind man!" Chan was furious and immediately ran and smashed the car's mirrors. The two men inside got out to fight him, but they regretted it. Chan beat them up severely. Yang, a gang leader who witnessed the fight, gave Chan his card, asking him to work for him. Chan took the card, crumpled it up and threw it back. When Yang noticed Chan was missing an eye, he told him, "I can heal your eye and train you to be stronger than this." Chan agreed. We returned to Yuzu, who was training and studying simultaneously. Hyun came to him and asked why he trained every day. Yuzu replied that initially he wanted to be strong, but eventually he loved the adrenaline rush of the sport and decided to continue. Hyun shared bad news. Donnie had turned 23 and would be transferred to the adult prison. Yuzu was devastated and lost focus even in his training. Yuzu asked Donnie if he was really leaving. Donnie replied, "Yes, I'm leaving. Did you think I'd be worried about you your whole life? The time will definitely come when you must rely on yourself. Don't waste the time I have left. Get up and train." After that, Yuzu saw inmates bullying Hyun. Yuzu rushed to intervene and defended his friend, beating up the bullies. Joan Idol ordered his men to bring Yuzu to him by any means necessary, intent on revenge. His men found Yuzu and asked him to speak privately. Yuzu fell for their trick and went to the workshop, where Joan Idol was waiting to beat him. Yuzu surprised him by sincerely apologizing for what he did before and for hitting his men, claiming they had attacked his friend first. Joan ignored him and punched him in the head. He tried to hit him again, but Yuzu dodged and landed a punch. Joan, humiliated in front of his men, slammed Yuzu hard into the ground. But this was not the Yuzu from before. He felt nothing and stood up, and a real fight began. Yuzu used everything Donnie taught him. But Joan Idol, due to his fighting experience, overpowered him and cornered him, beating him until Yuzu was bleeding and finally collapsed. But it didn't end there. The inmates were surprised to see Yuzu get up again. He gathered his strength, landed several blows to Joan's face, knocking him out. Donnie intervened before Yuzu could kill Joan Idol and get into more trouble, fearing Yuzu would meet the same fate he did. Donnie took Yuzu and left. Elsewhere, Chan successfully healed his eye and became more ruthless than ever. The gang leader, Yang, trusted him completely and was giving him many assassination missions. The next day, Donnie prepared a large meal for Yuzu and engaged him in a real fight. Yuzu wasn't fighting seriously and was hit by Donnie several times. Donnie yelled at him and ordered him to fight seriously and focus. Yuzu listened but still couldn't hit Donnie even when he had the chance. Donnie told him, "Your performance is excellent, but you must fight seriously. Your enemies won't show you mercy. However, I am proud of your improved performance."
Donnie announced that the training was over. Yuzu knew Donnie was leaving today. Donnie said, "I have nothing to say to you except bravo for enduring my training. Even world champions find this difficult. You are talented and determined." Before leaving, he advised him, "The shark must never stop swimming or it will die. I want you to be like a shark. Never stop." Yuzu couldn't hold back his tears as Donnie left a huge void in his heart. He continued to train hard to forget what happened. Later, we see one of the inmates who was released now working for Chan. He informed Chan that Donnie had trained Yuzu, turning him into a formidable fighter. The next day, Chan visited Yuzu in prison and asked, "Are you training to beat me up when you get out?" Yuzu replied, "Are you still the same? You never change." Chan said, "I will be waiting for you." This time, Yuzu was not afraid of him at all and did not lower his gaze. Meanwhile, Hugh was released from solitary confinement and told John that everyone knew John lied about him. John lied again, claiming Yuzu wanted to kill him and take over the prison leadership. Hugh believed John's lie. After this, Seong met Yuzu and offered to fight him. Seong told him, "If you defeat me, I will grant you any request." Yuzu replied, "If I defeat you, you must stop bullying the new inmates." Seong agreed instantly. "Consider it done. Your request is my command." They agreed on the time and place for the fight. Yuzu then returned to his old cell where Hugh used to be. Hugh asked him, "Do you want to fight me and take my place?" Yuzu replied, "No, I'm not interested in fighting you." Hugh was surprised as this contradicted John's claim. Days passed and the time for the fight arrived. Seong waited a long time for Yuzu, but Yuzu didn't show up. Seong called him a coward, but Hugh advised him, "You should stop this fighting. It brings nothing but harm and injuries. It is not worth continuing our life with all this conflict." Seong completely ignored him. Yuzu, however, was waiting for the perfect moment. Seong attacked Yuzu swiftly. He was much faster and dominated the fight initially, with Yuzu unable to land a single hit, and his attempts were useless. Seong lifted him and slammed him to the ground. Yuzu got up to continue despite the pain. Seong delivered a swift kick, aiming to confuse him, thinking the fight was over. But he did not know Yuzu's will was unmatched. Yuzu got up again. Seong tried to attack him again, but Yuzu caught him, threw him, grabbed his leg, and severely beat him, forcing him to concede the fight or face death. Seong conceded the fight, unable to continue. Yuzu was then declared the strongest fighter in the prison. Yuzu, Hugh, and Seong agreed to put an end to the bullying and leave the new inmates alone. After the agreement, peace returned to the prison, and all the previous rivals became friends. Seong even taught Yuzu how to deliver powerful kicks. Hyun told Yuzu, "The first time I saw you, I knew you were different. You turned out to be amazing. Congratulations." Meanwhile, Donnie was training a new inmate, but he could never forget Yuzu. Yuzu was granted early release from prison due to his good behavior. Before leaving, he went to the training yard where he used to train with Donnie. After he left the prison, his personality completely transformed. It turned out Chan was waiting for him outside. Without saying a word, a fight broke out. Chan was more experienced and dominated Yuzu. The difference between them was clear. Chan started provoking him, bringing up his mother. "Your mother begged me like a dog to drop the charges, and I refused." Yuzu became enraged and attacked without thinking, but Chan countered all his blows and doubled them back, hitting him repeatedly until he fell. Yuzu fell, utterly exhausted. He thought about John's words, "Be like a shark, never stop."
he decided not to stop fighting and continued the battle. They both started attacking wildly. Yuzu used all the boxing techniques he learned from Donnie. Chan was frustrated, unable to hit Yuzu, just wildly flailing his arms. Finally, Yuzu used the kick he learned from Seong, knocking Chan out cold. Chan was shocked. He never expected Yuzu to reach this level while in prison. Both were exhausted, throwing blows slowly, waiting to see who would run out of energy first. Yuzu showed greater determination and strength, and finally, Chan gave up. Yuzu left him and walked away. Chan felt the humiliation of defeat, unable to believe he was the loser. After this, Yuzu went to visit Donnie in prison. Both were happy to see each other and shared a good laugh.